Welcome to Trade Pro. In this video, I'm trading Bitcoin for 8 hours straight on a 1-minute time frame using a simple strategy to see how much I can grow an account by in that 8-hour period. I'm going to be using a simple strategy that uses 3 super trend indicators, the stochastic RSI and the 200 period exponential moving average. I have a video all about this strategy, so I'm going to link the video, but I'll quickly go over the strategy and show some examples just in a sec here. But first I want to show you the account. So this is a $10,000 paper trading account, and the commission settings are set to 0.075%. So that is comparable with Bybit, which is the exchange data that I'm using to do this on. But let me go over the strategy really fast, and then I'll get into the actual 8-hour challenge. I have gone through and I'm going to show each of the trades and fast forward through the periods where I'm not actually talking or entering or exiting a trade. So that way you don't need to sit around and watch the full 8 hours. But anyway, let's get into the strategy and show a couple examples here. Okay, so before I go over some examples with the strategy, I just want to note that I am going to be using some of my own intuition and trading experience for this challenge. So you may see me doing things like changing how the stop loss is placed or moving my stop to break even or into profit at certain points, but I'll go over that stuff in the actual trading so you guys can see what I'm doing. But let's go over some examples here and then get into the challenge. So this strategy is very simple. You're simply waiting for the stochastic RSI, the 200 EMA, and the super trend indicators to all agree. So what that means is when price is above the 200 EMA, you can only take longs. You can only take a long if you have a green super trend indication, and you can only take a long if stochastic RSI has gone into the oversold territory. For a short, you can only take a short if the stochastic RSI has gone into the overbought territory, price is under the 200 EMA, and you have a red indication from the super trend. Okay, so just going over a few examples here really fast. We see down here that the stochastic RSI goes oversold, and then we see a close above the 200 EMA, and we see a green super trend indication. That is our signal to go long, and stop loss will go below the super trend indicators, targeting 1.5 times the risk. So that is a trade setup. Then we get another signal here where stochastic RSI is oversold, and we have green indication from the super trend. And in this example, I would be placing the stop loss a bit farther away than the super trend just because it is so close and I want to give it some wiggle room. And this is what I'm talking about using my own intuition on the trading challenge. I would not be placing a stop loss right there that close. And then this next example, oversold, and then we get green indication on the super trend. And in this one, I'd be going for the swing low here for the stop loss and targeting once again 1.5 times the risk. And final example here, oversold on our stochastic RSI, green indications on super trend. And this one, I would just use the super trends as the stop loss because it is far enough away to give it some wiggle room. Okay, and for position sizing on this, I'm just going to be doing 1 Bitcoin for every single trade. So I'm not going to be calculating position size. This is not ideal at all, but I should be able to pull a very nice profit in a short period of time on the 1-minute time frame, even with things not being all ideal. Now, let's get into the actual trading challenge. Just make sure that you smash the like button, comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. Also subscribe if you haven't, and check out my Webull link down below if you want 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. Hit my link down below. Why not do it? 2 free stocks. No point in not doing it. Anyway, thank you guys. Let's get into the actual challenge. Okay, first entry here, you can see we got the rejecting wick, and we have the red super trend. We have price under the 200 EMA, and the stochastic RSI is in the overbought territory. So we got a valid short entry signal here. And I'm going to be placing the stop loss just above the 200 EMA since price is close to the 200 EMA, and I'm going to target 2 times the risk. So this one, I'm also going to be utilizing a trailing stop loss. So I'll kind of update it once I get to that point, and just setting the stop loss and take profit targets here, and then I'll fast forward through this so we can get to the trailing stop loss point. Okay, so as you can see, I've moved the stop loss into profit. The profit target almost was hit, but looks like it got rejected, and you can see that my position's about to get stopped out in profit. So that was a good trade. I'll go ahead and show what the account is looking like after that trade here in just a sec. So there it is. The account is doing pretty well, and I'll move on to the next signal now. Okay, just about to enter long here. Price is closed over the 200 EMA. Super trend indicators are signaling to go long, and stochastic RSI is coming up from the oversold territory. So valid long position here, and I'm going to be targeting 1.5 times my risk, and the stop is going to be set at the super trend indicators. So I'm going to fast forward through this, and we'll see how it plays out. Okay, so this is just about to hit my profit target. There it goes, and that was a good one. So I will quickly show the account here, doing quite well after the 2 wins, and we will continue to look for setups. All right, so just about to enter another one here. You can see that price is just rejected off the 200 EMA. We got the green super trend, and the stochastic RSI is coming out of the oversold territory. So valid long position here, and I'm going to be targeting 1.5 times the risk with my stop loss just below the swing low here, below those wicks, as I don't want to see price return back down below the 200 EMA and that lower wick rejecting off of it. So we'll see how this plays out. Okay, profit target just about to get hit. There it goes. And that's another good one. So account's doing pretty well at this point, as you can see, and I'll move on to the next one. All right, another entry here, just got it, and you can see that price is closed above the 200 EMA, got the super trend below, and we have the stochastic RSI coming out of the oversold territory, still not overbought. So this one, again, 1.5 times the risk, and we'll see how it plays out. Okay, so the profit target was hit. You can see the account size is really growing fast at this point. So on to the next trade. All right, here's another long position just entered, and you can see stochastic RSI is coming out of the oversold territory, and price is above the 200 EMA. Super trends are indicating long, so this is a good long entry here. So let's see how it plays out. All right, so as I move my stop to break even or into profit, you can see my profit target was hit for this one, and the account is really doing phenomenally, very impressive. But let's take a look for another signal now. Okay, so another long entry here. As you can see, stochastics coming from the oversold territory, price above the 200 EMA, getting the green on the super trend. So valid long entry, and we'll see how this one plays out. All right, so this one looks like the first stop out on this trading session, and the account is now still doing very well. It's a pretty small loss you'll see here. All right, and on to the next trade setup. Okay, so another long entry here. Got the super trends indicating a long close above the 200 EMA, and also the stochastic was not yet in the overbought territory, coming up from oversold. So we'll see how this one plays out. All right, so as you can see, this one was profitable and the account is doing phenomenally at this point. So continuing to look for signals. Okay, so for this one, the system was lagging. So it was really odd, but it actually entered 2 Bitcoins from my position size. You'll see it goes up to a 2 Bitcoin position size here in just a second. But anyway, I close out one of those to bring it back down to a 1 Bitcoin position size and then let the trade play out. So it was fine. As you can see, this one got stopped out and it's on to the next trade. See the position, the account size still doing really well, and we'll look for another one. Okay, so another long entry, got the close above the 200 EMA, cross up on stochastic RSI from the oversold territory and the super trend indicators. So we'll see how this one plays out. Okay, so stopped out on this one and on to the next trade. All right, another long position here. As you can see, price closes above the 200 EMA, coming from the oversold on the stochastic RSI, super trend indicating long. So we'll see how it plays out. All right, another stop out, and here's the account balance, still doing very well, so we'll move on to the next one. All right, short entry here, as you can see, coming from the overbought territory on the stochastic RSI, got the super trend indicating short and prices under the 200 EMA. So we will see how this plays out. All right, so the time's actually up for the 8-hour challenge here, so I'm just gonna close it out. It's close enough to the profit target, and that is it for the challenge. 8 hours down. I'm gonna do a little kind of conclusion recap, but here's the account balance. And that concludes the 8-hour Bitcoin 1-minute chart trading challenge with phenomenal results, 11.14% in only 8 hours. So this $10,000 account is now, as you can see, $11,144. So keep in mind that I did use my own intuition here for, as you saw, stop loss placement, moving the stops to break even, and on some of the entry criteria. So just make sure that you don't think that this is actually possible to do this each day. This is ridiculous, and I don't recommend trading on the 1-minute time frame. And even though you saw me do this, it doesn't mean that you can just go out and do this and repeat it. So make sure that you are being safe out there. And there's a reason I did this on a paper trading account and not a real money account, because I don't want to put out the idea that you should be going out there and doing this on your real money account, okay? So it was for fun, entertainment, educational purposes only. Don't lose all your money, please. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, comment down below for the YouTube algorithm, and check out my Webull link if you want 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. Just sign up using my link down below and get your free stocks. There's no point in not doing it. Deposit $100, get your 2 free stocks, cash them out. Doesn't cost you anything. Now, have a great day, guys. Thank you.